obey my commands. Good luck to you both.
He needs to buy about 10 more seconds. Terrific left hook. And you are going to see it. My goodness. Now we get into the subjective calls here. The standing in. Ruddock is taking quite a pounding here. Late in the round, so Ron Lipton comes in. Ruddock doesn't have that much time to kill, but he doesn't tie Tommy Morrison up. So Moore comes in here. That big left hook, snapping back the head is what's in. Top of the forehead from Morrison. That's right, there's a left hook. And now Charles a little wobbly. And there's another left hook. And Morrison's got a chance to finish him off. Bang. He doesn't know where he is. Williams has already busted up. Mills Lane has stopped the fight. Another dramatic power punching comeback for Tommy Morrison.
The full angle, the left missed, the right hand landed. And that right hand really hurt Joe Hip, much more than it looked.
Yep.
A left and another right. Boy, the right hand doing almost all the damage. That uppercut missed, but Joe was just not in a position to defend himself and went
Watch
down.
the right hand. Here, next punch. Right there. I don't think
short,
Joe Hip. I don't think he would have
chopping punch. Let me just go through the scorecards we have right here. Official scorecards. Keith McDonald had it 76-75. Morrison.
Right uppercut from Tommy Morrison.
In the early 1990s, the heavyweight division was filled with monsters. Men who didn't just punch hard. They ended careers with a single shot. And right in the middle of it was Tommy the Duke Morrison. A knockout artist with a left hook so violent, it didn't just drop you, it changed you. But here's what made Morrison different. He wasn't just knocking out average fighters. He was stepping into the ring with heavy hitters, men known for sending opponents to sleep, men who believed they were the most dangerous punchers alive. And every single one of them made the same mistake. They thought Morrison was just another knockout artist, another guy with power, someone they could walk through. They believed their power was superior, that their chin was stronger, that when the bombs started flying, Morrison would be the one hitting the canvas. Three dangerous punchers believed this. One had one of the most feared right hands in boxing history. Another had gone toe-to-toe with legends of the division. And the third proved his toughness in one of the bloodiest heavyweight wars ever. All three came in confident. All three came in dangerous. And all three left with the same realization. Tommy Morrison wasn't just a puncher. He was a problem. This is what happens when heavy hitters try to outgun a destroyer. September 19th, 1992. Tommy Morrison versus Joe Hip. And this wasn't just another fight. This was a war waiting to happen. Joe Hip wasn't flashy. He wasn't hyped. But he was tough, relentless, and most importantly, he could punch. Hip believed this would be a battle Morrison couldn't survive. A fight where pressure and power would break the pretty boy. And early on, it looked like he might be right. From the opening bell, it was chaos. No feeling out, no patience, just bombs. Hip marched forward, throwing everything he had. Morrison firing back with that signature left hook. Round after round, neither man backing down. Both eating shots that would knock out most heavyweights. Blood starting to show, faces swelling, the crowd going insane. This wasn't boxing. This was survival. But then, the difference showed. Hip had power. But Morrison had finishing power. Morrison started breaking him down. Shot by shot, round by round. Hip still coming forward, but slower, weaker, more vulnerable. Until finally, the referee stepped in. Enough was enough. TKO victory, Tommy Morrison. Joe Hip proved he was tough. But toughness isn't enough. Not when you're trading bombs with a man built to destroy. January 16th, 1993. Carl "The Truth" Williams, a seasoned veteran, a man who had shared the ring with legends Larry Holmes,
Here's Holmes looking to take charge, looking to rally.
It's the mark of a champion that you pull it out in the 15th.
Final seconds, 15th and final round, and we'll go to a decision.
Mike Tyson, top-tier competition. And Williams believed one thing: experience beats power. He saw Morrison as raw, unpolished, dangerous, but beatable. His plan was simple: outbox him, outthink him, and avoid the bombs. And for a while, it worked. Williams was sharp, using his jab, controlling distance, making Morrison miss, landing clean counters. By the middle rounds, he was ahead, outclassing the knockout artist, proving experience still mattered. But what Williams didn't realize was that Morrison was setting a trap. He wasn't losing. He was waiting. One moment, one opening. That's all it took. Morrison landed a left hook. Williams staggered. And just like that, everything changed. Morrison unleashed a storm, combination after combination. Williams covering up, trying to survive. But the damage was done. The referee stepped in. Fight over. TKO victory. Tommy Morrison. Experience didn't save him. Skill didn't save him. Because when Morrison lands clean, nothing saves you.
And another left hand, and down goes Williams for the second knockdown of the fight. And this time he's hurt a little bit more badly.
Well, now let's see what kind of a finisher.
Against Joe Hip last year, he did it again tonight.
June 10th, 1995. Now this was different. Donovan "Razor" Ruddock, one of the most feared punchers in boxing. The man with the smash, a right hand so devastating it had crushed elite heavyweights. He'd gone to war with Mike Tyson twice, and many believed he was the hardest puncher Morrison had ever faced. Ruddock didn't just come to win. He came to prove he was the bigger puncher, that Morrison couldn't handle real power, that this fight would end violently. In his favor, the tension was immediate. Two punchers, two knockout artists. One mistake could end it all. Ruddock loading up, looking for the smash. Morrison staying sharp, using his jab, moving, boxing smart. And that's when it became clear that this wasn't going to be a brawl. This was going to be a breakdown. Round 6, Morrison strikes. Combination lands. Ruddock goes down. First knockdown. He gets up, but he's shaken. Morrison doesn't hesitate. Another barrage. Another brutal combination. Ruddock down again. This time, the referee doesn't even wait. Fight over. TKO victory. Tommy Morrison, the man known for destroying opponents, had just been destroyed. Outboxed. Outpunched. Outclassed.
He needs to buy about 10 more seconds, and it's a long one. He will not do it. Oh, my, it's over. Toward the end of the round record says I've seen it.
By the very man he thought he could overpower. 3 fights, 3 dangerous punchers, 3 brutal outcomes. Joe Hip brought heart and pressure. He got broken down. Carl Williams brought experience and skill. He got stopped. Donovan Ruddock brought elite knockout power, but got dismantled. This is what made Tommy Morrison special. It wasn't just that he hit hard. Plenty of heavyweights hit hard. It was how he used it. Timing, precision, violence, when it mattered most. Against the most dangerous men, prime Tommy Morrison didn't just survive heavy hitters. He exposed them. So here's the reality. in the heavyweight division. Power is everything until you meet someone with more. Who's your favorite Morrison fight? Drop it in the comments. Subscribe for more boxing stories that hit different, because next time we're breaking down another fighter who turned power into legend.